EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. And now back over to the fourth. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Wow, Frank, look at that one out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve, had it all. And he has the bottom of the barrel. Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, what about this approach shot here at the 5th?
One of the few holes where you get a short iron in your hand for that second shot, but that green slopes away at about a 45-degree angle to the right, which makes distance control paramount here at 5.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
And he's made the green. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida in the 1970s and fell in love with this piece of ground. He bought it, and he's grown it ever since, and now it is host to one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Big, strong golf course. You have to really be a good ball striker and generally one of the longer hitters to be successful around here. He has this for eagle. And you have to like that. 4 under. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. And it makes the green in regulation. Eight-foot putt here. Starting to pile up the birdies. 5 under par for the tournament. So, one round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my art.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Oh, good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
On to the par 5 6th hole. This is one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill, Frank. What does it take to stay out of trouble on this hole?
Well, I always thought horseshoes were lucky. The 6th hole shaped like a horseshoe was anything other than that. You fear a little left and big problems.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
19 feet away. Oh, that hurts. Thought he had it. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now at the par 3 7th, Frank, it's just under 200 yards.
But it's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side. So you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker. So it's still a daunting tee shot. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And with that birdie, moves to third place. Frank, as you step to the tee here at the 8th, what are you seeing?
Another hole that suits the long hitter, Rich. That bunker just over 300 yards. The further you get down there, the shorter club you have in over the water.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Frank, this is a pretty good par 4 the 8th. What about the approach shot?
Such intimidating second shot here at 8. I think it's the best one on the golf course, Rich. You can see very quickly why the goal is to hit your second shots nice and high and get them to land soft. This is what you have to do with your second at 8.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
That was nuclear.
Frank, you want to make the turn in style? We're here at the 9th, the approach shot, and what are we looking at?
Big green, one of the biggest on the golf course. This hole's changed a lot with equipment over the years, so long iron, even a mid iron for some people, to a very generous green. Just pitch it on the front third, and you'll be having a birdie putt here at 9.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
Oh, that birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Well, you're breathing a sigh of relief. Your round wasn't sunk at the par 5/6, and now you come to this par 3. It's just a little under 200 yards.
Yeah, aiming at the middle of the green's not a bad thing here, Rich. You can always putt to the corners and have a birdie chance.
You take 3 and walk off this hole to the 8th?
Well, you could get a little greedy. You know, a tee shot in the middle of this green is not too bad. You'll still have a birdie putt. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. That looked doomed for that.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Man.
I just pushed it.
And that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Another good par.
Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's just a tee to green clinic, a seminar on how to do it the right way. Every single green in regulation. Clean this up with a tap. Score that a birdie. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. And he just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Long and straight, about 320 yards, and in the fairway. Little uphill to this green, Frank. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Settles in over the putt. Good roll. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway, just short of that second bunker. And it sits up 6 or a 7 on. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. That's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And that's a birdie. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there, takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front, that second shot which comes over the lake, and that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Frank, this is really one of the fun spots on the golf course. The second shot here to the par 5 16.
It is. It's a cool vista when you're hitting that second shot across the lake. Another high-hanging second shot is really the way to play it. That flag on the left, you've got to make sure you take enough club to at least carry the front third of this green.
This could be a good one. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. 8-foot putt here. Wow, I thought he made that. So the Eagle goes begging and still has this for birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short right, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good putt. Frank, the 18th here at Bay Hill. This is a chance to be a hero, but it could all go horribly wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, this is another hole and a great example of it's never over until it's over. Oh, that's fine.
All right, the winds are starting to pick up. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. What's the right way to approach it?
Well, you've really got to find out, first of all, the direction of the wind, and you have to be certain of it right now. And plus, if there's a gust, that's something you can't, you've got no control over. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That is how it's done, right there. What an approach shot. To win the Orlando Classic. Makes the putt for a birdie. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.